Hello, this is BlindCamel, Operation Smoking Snakes, turn 4.4 UK and 4.5 Free France. Actually, I guess it'd be 4.5 UK, 4.6 Free France. Yeah, this game is just zipping along, which is great. I'm going to start with our UK tech rolls. Thanks to the new UK going to war rules, as well as some lucky dice, our tech program's actually going too well, which is something I'm sure the Axis also feel. And so we're going to roll for radar and heavy strategic bombers. Well, that's what I get for trash talking. So this is a 6, which fails, and this is a 1 that also fails. So 0 for 2 on techs. That's okay. Now on to purchases. So it turns out that I was actually quite wrong about the UK's income. The UK actually only entered last turn with 38. It was 33 plus 5 bonus. Actually only have 21 IPP. We're going to spend all of that to buy 7 British infantry. Yeah, sounds good. Anzac still has 8 IPP left after getting raided, so I'm going to buy an AA gun, a militia, and a militia upgrade. And the FEC has no money because the Calcutta has been captured. Starting with combat moves, I believe we only have one, which is that this destroyer's going off of. Oh no, we have 2. Great. This destroyer is going off of escort duty, and this seaplane. I'm not 100% sure how this works, but I'm fairly certain that I know the seaplane can map all the way out here because it has a map range of 2. I'm fairly certain that I can move it and then go on map, and I don't have to wait a turn in between. But if that's not the case, I'm sure someone will correct me. So anyway, so this destroyer and this seaplane are going to try to kill some of these U-boats. The entire UK First Fleet, which is in supply, is going to go 1, 2 to Sea Zone A4, and that includes a destroyer and a fighter, which are going to. Oh, no, that's right. That's not. Let's see. It's actually a really good question. So I'm still a little unclear on how this all works. So because the fighter has a map range of 1, it probably can't actually do this. Yeah, I'm going to roll it anyway for the fighter and the destroyer. If it turns out that that's an illegal move, we'll just leave the destroyer there. Yeah. Alright, so subs can move 1, 2, 3, and raid the one German rail line that we can actually get to. Not rail line, sea line. Alright, so that's that. Yeah. I'm not going to do any attacks in Egypt. Oh, actually, let's see. So this fighter isn't really blockaded. I could go. Well, that's actually a good question. No, he doesn't have any planes. So this fighter could go 1, 2, 3. That's tempting. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but actually, let's do that. So this fighter will go 1, 2, 3 into Upper Egypt, along with 4 British infantry. I'm gonna have to look up desert combat rules. Yeah, I guess it's best to do that now. physical card in front of me. Desert terrain. -1 to attackers. Okay. Yeah, -1 to land units, of course. The plane's not affected. But, alright, that's fine. So we'll do that. Let's see. I don't think we have any. Yeah, I don't believe we have any markers. Or yeah, we don't have any units that can attack for FEC. We do actually have some open ports for Lend-Lease. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah, and the Anzac can't make any attacks either. So I guess I could try to kill this TBD. What are the terms of the bonus? I think it's enemy warships. I think just having that sub nearby prevents Anzac. No enemy. Yeah, just warships, not surface warships. So I think, even though we could try to hit him, I think we will husband our strength and also not get within more or less striking distance of the main Japanese fleet. Yeah. So we have our attacks. That should be all of them. Alright, so yeah, so combat moves. So we'll start with, I guess we'll start with the rating on this line. So let's see, so the sub is at +2 because there's no technology. We'll have black be the attacker, red be the defender. Hey, look at that. So that's 3. So that maxes out the line. So we get to actually take 2 whole IPP off of the Germans. Let's see. Soviets, Germans. Alright, 1, 2. So they go down to 51. Haha. This may slightly slow them down. Alright, we'll roll this, even though I'm pretty sure I can't actually do it. So, if I can, fighter attacks at 6. That's a 9, that's a miss. Destroyer attacks at 4. That's a 1, that's a hit. And then the U-boat gets to defend at 3 against the destroyer. And that's a miss. So, yeah, I guess I will delete this, but I'm guessing that we're just going to have to put it right back after this turn. In any case, now the entire UK First Fleet is up here in Sea Zone A4 with this map. So should the sub somewhat boxed in if it's still alive. Alright, and now we'll move on to this combat. So seaplane at 3. That's a miss. Destroyer at 4. That's also a miss. And then both U-boats get to fire back at a 3 against the destroyer. Alright, we'll take it. And now let's roll again. I think I hit the wrong button. And that's 2 hits, so this destroyer's mega dead. One hates to see it. Alright, so now we'll do non-combat. So this destroyer is going to move up to Sea Zone A20, go on escort duty there. This TBD is going to move down to do escort duty here. Let's see, in the UK itself, this transport is going to pop out of port, go up here, take this Scottish mountain infantry, move it into southern England, and go back in port. This militia is going to go into London. This militia is going to go into southern England. The fighter can stay where it is, but the air transport is also going to go into southern England. Actually, let's go move it let's move it into Northern Ireland. Yeah, that's a thing we can do. That'll be interesting. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh yeah, this AA gun is also going to go into London. Oh shoot, I forget about this other combat. Here, that's right. So we need some dice. Let's get some dice. Alright, so all the British infantry are -1 due to the desert terrain. So it's going to be 4-1. They all miss. The fighter's going to be 1 at 6. That also misses. The Italians get 2 at 4 for the infantry. 2 misses, and 1 at 2 for the cav. That also misses. Alright, well, that was a very effective round. Let's try this again. So 4 at 1 for the British infantry. Nothing. 1 at 6 for the British fighter. That's a hit. I assume he's taking the cav. And then 2 Italian infantry get to fire back at 4s. So that's a hit, so I lose 1 British infantry. And then the cav gets to fire back at 2. That's a miss. Okay, so let's try this again. So now we have 3 British infantry attacking at 1s. Nothing. Fighter attacking at a 6. That's a hit. So this is an infantry. And 2 Italian infantry hitting back at 4s. So that's 1 more hit. And then, alright, so another round of combat. So 2 British infantry at 1. Nothing. Fighter attacking at a 6. That's a 9, that's a miss. Italian infantry attacking at a 4. That's a hit. Alright, let's try this one more time. Alright, British infantry attacking at 1. Fighter attacking at 6. Okay, so that's a hit. And do I take the territory? That's a 12. The Italian infantry misses. Okay, so we take Upper Egypt with 1 British infantry. Fighter lands in Lower Egypt. Yeah, so I guess we'll have to see later if that was actually worth it. But so we take Upper Egypt, and now we can do our non-combat move. So it's colonial infantry. It's going to go into Lower Egypt. This British infantry is going to rail all the way up to Sudan, thanks to the new rail line. So that's that. This destroyer is going to move 1, 2, 3, and stay on escort duty. Yeah, so we'll have 2 destroyers on escort duty. You can see zone A44. Yeah, I think we already have this all set up how we want it. Yeah, these guys are blockaded in. Didn't non-combat them out, or yeah, didn't combat move them out. Can't non-combat move them out. FEC only has 2 militia, which can't move because they're not home country. Yeah, and the Anzac. Oh yeah, I was going to do that. Oops. All right, anyway, so these are going to go back to C zone P72, and the destroyer is going to go on escort duty. No, I guess they'll both go on escort duty. If that TBD ignores them and comes in, I don't really care. I don't think. Famous last words. All right. Okay, so. Oh yeah, I was going to do that, and I forgot. Oh well, it doesn't matter. All right, so. Yeah, so those are on escort duty. So now we can get to place units. We'll start with a simple one. These 3 units over here. Just all going to go into Sydney. So 1 Anzac militia is going to become an Anzac infantry. AA guns going in Sydney. Yeah, I have to grab the Anzac infantry before I forget. Anzac infantry. Right, so Anzac infantry, yeah, so it's 6 militia, 1 infantry, 1 AA gun, 1 artillery in Sydney. Hopefully that's enough, we'll find out. And then I'm going to need a new army marker for London. So I can only place 5 of these. This is clear. That's clear. I can only place 5 of these militia in. Sorry, 5 of these infantry in London, because that's the maximum capacity of the. With the major factory. So we will the 96th up here. So 1 infantry will go to this minor factory in northern England. 1 infantry will go in Canada, so I don't need supply for that. I guess these guys are submerged, so. But any which way, we don't need supply. And then London, so these 4 militia and this AA gun. So London has an AA gun, 4 militia, and 5 British infantry. And then also a medium bomber. Yeah, Southern England has an infantry, a mountain infantry, and a militia. Northern England has an infantry. Northern Ireland has this air transport. Yeah, we'll see if that was a good idea or a bad idea later. All right, so that should be the entire UK turn. On to Free France. Oh yeah, that's right, income. Let's see. So Great Britain has 26. We get +3 for still having Lower Egypt, +2 for Iran being neutral, and definitely not this +2. So that would be +5, so 31. FEC has 6. They actually still get their bonus because Aden and Lower Egypt are still Allied possessed. I don't really think that makes a lot of sense, but I will totally take the 2 extra IPPs. So they collect 8, and Yeah, and Anzac does not get their bonus because there's definitely enemy warships within 2 sea zones of Australia. So they collect 7. So that's where we'll be for next turn. I'm sure the British will lose no more to raiding. All right. Free France. So this is a correction. I didn't actually make a correction video. So Free France. So it turns out that you can't lend-lease support, just a base. So Free France is going to use its only action this turn. It's going to use its, well, I guess I'll do one movement, but basically this minor port, Free France is going to build in French Morocco, but they're not actually yeah, so this is built by Free France using all 3 IPP that Free France has. And instead, the Americans started a major port in Puerto Rico so that we can reach with Lend-Lease going forward. So that's still under construction for now. Yeah. So that's, let's put that on top, I guess. Great. Yep, so Free France is going to move. This destroyer is going to go to Sea Zone A21 and go on escort duty. Yeah. All right, so that's that. Free France collects 3 IPP. So it's, yeah, ends the turn with no units, but it does at least have a minor port here in French Morocco. So that should be the turn. This is BlindCamel signing off.